Hello everyone, myself Ami Mehta, and in operating system let us understand what is the concept of threads. So a thread is a flow of execution through the process code with its own program counter that keeps track of which instruction to execute next, system register which hold its current working variables, and a stack which contains the execution history. So this is the handling of the all things which is done by the thread. So thread is the flow of execution through the process code. Now it have its own program counter which keeps track of which instruction to execute next, what is the system register, and what is its current working variables, and stack which contains the execution history. This is all stored in that flow. A thread share with its peer thread few information like code segment, data segment, and open files. When one thread alters the code segment memory item, all other threads see that. So a thread can be shared this information with its peer thread. Peer thread means it's levels, same level thread. Okay. So a thread is basically flow of execution. Okay. Now a thread is also called a lightweight process. Thread provides a way to improve application performance through parallelism. So a thread is the most simple definition of thread is it is a lightweight process. Thread represent a software approach to improving performance of operating system by reducing the overhead. Thread is equivalent to a classical process. One process and no thread can exit outside a process. So a thread cannot be exist outside of the process. Each thread represents a separate flow of control that we already discussed in first definition. Threads have been successfully used in implementing network servers and web server. They also provide a suitable foundation for parallel execution of application on shared memory multiprocessor. So let us see the figure that indicate the working of single-threaded and multi-threaded process. So this is a single-thread process. This is the multi-thread process. First, second, third thread. Here it is a code. So the peer thread of first thread is second thread. So it can share the information. So here it is a single process P with single thread. Here it is a single process P with 3 threads. So here it is code, data, files, then register, counter, stack. Now there is individual stack, counter, and register for each thread. Okay, so there are a separate flow for each thread. So it is a single thread, so single register, counter, and stack. So thread minimize the context switching time. So the context switching concept we already discussed in the previous sessions, that what is context switching. So it minimizes the time of context switching. Use of threads provide concurrency within a process. So what is the advantages of thread that we are discussing? That it first they minimize the context switching time. Use of threads provide concurrency within the process. It also provides efficient communication. It is more economical to create and context switch threads. And threads allow utilization of multiprocessor architectures to a greater scale and efficiency. So let us discuss what are the various types of thread. So threads are implemented in the following 2 ways. The first one is user level thread. The second one is kernel level threads. So user level thread is managed by user managed threads. So it's basically managed by user. And kernel level thread, operating system managed threads acting on kernel and operating system core. So this is the operating system managed and this is user managed threads. So first let us discuss user level threads. So in this case, the thread management kernel is not aware of the existence of threads because this is all management by user. So the thread library contains code for creating and destroying threads, for passing message and data between threads, for scheduling thread execution, and for saving and restoring threads context. So the application starts with a single thread. So this is the user space, this is kernel space. This thread is managed by the user. So here it is a thread library which manages all of this that we listed here. That passing message and passing data between threads, for scheduling thread execution, creating and destroying thread library contains that code which will handle this whole scenario. So what is the advantages of user level threads? So thread switching does not require kernel mode privileges. So it do not require the specific privileges by kernel mode. Now user level thread can run on any operating system. Next one is scheduling can be application specific in this user level thread. And user level threads are fast to create and manage. So these are the advantages of user level threads. What is the disadvantages? In a typical operating system, most system calls are blocking. Means they cannot access by user. Multi-threaded application cannot take advantage of multi-processing because there is no privileges of kernel. That's why. So the next one is kernel level thread. We first discussed type which is user level thread. Now the second one is kernel level thread. In this case, thread management is done by the kernel. There is no thread management code in the application area. While in user level thread, there is one library which is handle or doing thread management. So in that specific code is present, but in this there is no thread management code. Kernel threads are supported directly by the operating system. So any application can be programmed to be multi-threaded, and all of the threads within an application are supported within a single process. So the kernel maintains context information for the process as a whole and for individual threads within the process. So scheduling by the kernel is done on a thread basis. So now here all the task is managed by kernel itself, which means the operating system itself. The kernel performs thread creation, scheduling and management in kernel space. And kernel threads are generally slower to create and manage than the user threads. So this is the advantage in user level thread, but basically here it is the disadvantage that it is slower to create and manage. Now let us discuss what is the advantages and disadvantages of kernel level threads. So kernel can simultaneously schedule multiple threads from the same process on multiple processes. So it can simultaneously schedule multi-threads. If one thread in a process is blocked, the kernel can schedule another thread of the same process. And kernel routines themselves can be multi-threaded. So these are the multi-threading, multiple processes. So this multi-programming can be handled in the kernel level threads. Disadvantages that kernel threads are generally slower to create and manage than the user threads. And transfer of control from one thread to another within the same process, it also requires a mode switch to the kernel. So without interference of kernel, there is no switching of thread of same process. So this is also disadvantage of kernel level threads. Okay, so this is all about what is thread how actually it is using in the operating system. Okay, thank you.